shoot them 2-1 in that game, and we spent the majority of the time in the offense.
Eddie Wedman taking the face-off for the Shakopee Sabers. And here we go. First game of the season. Back to Anand. Up to Cam Carlson. Wedman helping out. Back to Anand. Anand up to Carlson. Carlson gets stripped. Back the other way. Ganeri behind the net. Up to Shinnick. Shinnick takes it up near side. Ganeri bounces it out. It's going to come out of the zone. And back the other way. Ooh, a pipe. Just wide. Ganeri stops, takes it back the other way. Ganeri up to Carlson. Carlson. Yep, force there, comes back, just shot wide. Cam Carlson's going to play far side. Back to the point, long shot, tipped aside. There's Holly. Anand battles in the near side corner. Wedman reverses it back to Anand. Anand shovels it up to Shinnick. Shinnick battles near side. Anand's just going to force it out, and it's going to go all the way down for an ice. Collins for the face-off. And you have Knutson and Brigham out there. Collins chips the pass through, chips him back through. Neutral, here comes Brigham. Brigham forces it in. And on the chase. Back up to the top. Stevens going to hold it in, drop it down low to Knutson. Knutson and Brigham down low. Knutson tries to battle down low, gets turned back the other way. Out of the zone, here comes Stevens. Stevens grabs the puck. Stevens forces it out, and it's going to be offsides on Jefferson. Shakopee putting a little pressure there on the Jaguars. Here comes Stevens. Stevens going to walk it through. Down the slot, takes a shot right off the goalie's shoulder. And Telejohn plays down deep. John Choi helping out. And here comes the puck the other way. Ganeri grabs the puck. Comes back the other way. And Ganeri comes back and regroups. Ganeri shoots it around. Stevens can't handle. Comes back through. Here comes Nelson. Nelson tries to trip it on through. Here comes Telejohn. Telejohn through neutral. Telejohn carries far side. Telejohn drops it back for Nelson. Nelson is leaving for a change, and it comes back the other way. Here comes Shinnick. Shinnick down near side. Shinnick carries it. Takes it around the net. She tries to center it to Wedman. Wedman picks it up. Wedman plays it down low. Wedman comes off the wall. And tap in to Shinnick. What a good pass there by Wedman. Wedman forces it over to Shinnick. And Shinnick puts it away. Wedman back to Wedman carries in. Wedman walks it in. And he kept in here by Holly. Holly down to Shinnick. Shinnick tries to hold it in. Wedman picks it back up. Wedman drives to the net. Backhand. Save. Brigman, Knutson, Stevens holds it in, tries to get it back over to Ganeri, kept in by Brigman, and it comes back the other way. Collins knocks it out of the stick, back to Brigman. Brigman, it's knocked off the puck but comes back, held in by Ganeri. Collins keeps it down low. Collins battles, kept in by, comes out, Ganeri cycles it back to it. Collins battles near side, or far side, excuse me. Ganeri over to Knutson, Knutson carries, Knutson fires it in, hits a, there comes Knutson, whacks at it, and it goes all the way down. Knutson's going to go on the chase. Here comes Telejan off the bench. Telejan gets a piece of it, throws it big. John Choi fires it off the pad and into the corner. Here comes Nelson, and it's going to be fired all the way down for ice. And this face-off is going to come back down to the Jaguar side. Okay, John Choi here for the face-off. Back to Holly. Holly throws it down low. Nelson goes to chase. Nelson turns it back, tries to get it back up to chase John Choi, and the puck comes back the other way. Anand can't handle, gets it back, and here comes Telejan. Telejan's going to walk it far side. She has numbers. Telejan fires off the shin pad. Backhand shot there by John Choi. And Telejan there for the rebound and a save. Sabers up 1-0. Carlson pressuring. Here comes Jefferson back up through the middle. Neutral zone. Pushed aside by Holly. Long shot. Save by Gallrath. Wedman on the face-off. And Cam Carlson, that was Anand. Cam Carlson pressuring the point. Wide shot, just to the right of Gallrath. Tip, can't get through there. Anand was there on the doorstep. Block shot there by Wedman. Wedman's going to carry it up near side. Wedman dumps it in deep. And here comes Carlson. Carlson putting a lot of pressure there with Shinnick over the top. Shinnick comes back. Shinnick grabs the puck. Shinnick's going to carry. Shinnick going to just dump it in and look for a change. Collins comes over top. Held in there for a second by Ganeri. And it comes back the other way. Stevens takes a whack at it. Here comes. Nice. Back check there by Stevens to get a stick on that to go up into the Meshi. Back, here comes Brigman. Knutson picks up. Knutson's going to carry it into the zone. Trying to bring it in. She gets pushed off the puck there. Collins gets a stick on the puck. And it goes back to Stevens. Stevens looking to get it up to Knutson. Knutson back over to Brigman. Brigman has its numbers here. Brigman down low. Back to Stevens. Stevens with the shot. Collins backhand. Big save there by the goaltender. Long shot there. Hit Knutson's stick on the way in. And Knutson comes back to cause problems. Back to Stevens. Stevens. Look to get it over to Knutson. Knutson to Brigman. Brigman over to Collins. Oh, just a little bit behind her, but a great play there. Tipped the side there. And Ganeri pinches, and it's coming back the other way. Stevens back. Stevens going to push to the outside. Stevens gets a stick on it, and covered there by Gullrap. Good shift there by the Sabers. And there's going to be a stoppage in play deep in the Shakopee zone. Okay, John Choi for the face-off here. Telejohn and Nelson. Up to Nelson, just behind her, on it with the pass. Can be picked up by Holly. Holly's going to carry it to the neutral. And sticks with it. Lost control there for a second, and it gets turned back the other way. Behind the net, John Choi. John Choi dishes it up to Nelson. Nelson's going to carry it across center. Dumps it in and chases. Nelson battles into the corner, looking for help. Here comes John Choi. John Choi tries to chip it out there to Carlson. Carlson just passed her stick, and it's coming back the other way. Carlson. And here comes Shinnick cutting off the lane, and it's going to be brought up. Circled back with Carlson on her trail. Wedman picks it off. Wedman, backhand, almost to the 5-hole with Shinnick on the doorstep. Shinnick. And it comes back the other way. Anand pressuring Carlson and Wedman. Wedman carrying it. Wedman's just going to chip it through. And here comes Shinnick, just out of her reach. It's going to be picked up by Ganeri. Ganeri's going to throw it up to Brigman. And Wedman's going to carry it in. Wedman far shot, pad save. Wedman's going to play in the corner, center it, back out to Brigman. Brigman, turnaround shot. And it goes back by Ganeri. Ganeri fans on it, comes back to Stevens. Stevens almost kept it in, it's coming back. And it's going to be fired all the way down. That's going to be ice, and Shakopee's going to be deep inside the Jaguar zone with 4:31 left in the first. Collins to Knutson. Knutson. Collins pestering. And it comes back through neutral. then that's a penalty on Collins holding with 4:16 left in the first.
Yes, we haven't seen it in the power play much out there. I think the end of game one might be the only time because the other time
Here comes Anand throws it around. Knutson pressuring, picked up by Holly. Holly's just gonna tries to clear, hits Jaguar player skate, comes back the other way. Anand holds it, holds her own, stays with it, and she's gonna fire it up to Brigham. And it's back through neutral. Here comes the Jaguars. Anand pushes it to the side. It's going to come back to Brigham, and it's going to be shot all the way down, and Shakopee's going to go on a change. 1:15 left on the power play for the Jaguars, and they're going to fire it all the way down. Lost control. Stevens going to go back to regroup. Stevens. Pass control. Lost it on, and it comes back the other way. Shot, and that's a goal by the Jaguars. We got a 1-1 game here with 3:07 left in the first. John Troy wins it back. Stevens throws it over, gets picked off by the Jaguars player. Here comes Nelson. Nelson to Telejohn. Telejohn battles far side, brings it into the zone. And here comes Ganeri. Ganeri takes it back. Ganeri's looking over to Stevens. Stevens chips it through the backhand up to Nelson. Nelson carries it across the line. John turns it back the other way, and that's going to be offsides by the Jaguars. Here comes Wedman for the faceoff, wins it back. Pin on and throws it around Holly. Wedman, Shinnick battling the near side. Here comes Holly. Holly's going to carry. Holly has room. Wedman carries it across the line, turns it back. Over to Shinnick. Shinnick had it for a second, tried to get it back to Wedman, then it's chipped back in for Anna. Chipped in deep. Holly takes control. Holly's going to turn it back the other way. Holly has control. Looking to get it up to Carlson. Carlson carries. Carlson gets butchered all the way through, and it's turned back. Glove save there by Gullrap. Up to Collins. Collins can't get it out, and it's forced back the other way. Here comes Holly again. Holly reverses it to Anand. Anand tries to get it to Carlson. Collins chips it up to Knutson. Knutson has room. There's 1 minute left in the period. Knutson grabs it. Knutson looking to get it out front. Has control still. Turns it back the other way. As the Brigman. Brigman looking. loses control and comes back the other way. And it's Stevens. Stevens going to control over to Shinnick, or over to Knutson. Collins looking for Knutson on the trail. Here comes Stevens, and Stevens whacks it away! What a nice slap shot, Stevens, with 31 seconds left in the first period.
Bloomington can get one last offensive rush here. They got Hoffbeck taking the draw. Out there to tie it.
Stevens to Annan, or that's Telegen, I apologize. Back to Ganeri. Ganeri looking to get it to Nelson and just fires it down deep. Telegen battling deep down inside the Jaguar zone. And here comes Nelson. Back to Ganeri. Shot tipped aside. Here comes a rip from Stevens with seconds.
End of the first period. We will not be playing the ice during the intermission, so we'll have a brief 2-minute intermission.
We'll be back in 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Here we go again. Cam Carlson on the chase. Here comes Wedman. Wedman picking up the puck, gets it back to Anand. Anand's going to take a long shot, and it comes back the other way. Jumped in deep. Holly. Holly plays in the corner, and it comes back out. Jaguars. Jaguars controls, dumps it down deep. Anand. Long shot. Wide. And it's up to Carlson. Carlson tries to sweep it out, tried to get it up to Shinnick. And it comes back the other way. Anand up to Shinnick, just out of a reach. Shinnick gets it out. Here comes Wedman. Wedman carries, shoveling it out. Back the other way by, shot wide. Holly chips it back to Wedman. Wedman carries, Wedman picks it up to Shinnick. Shinnick chips it out, and Cam Carlson on the chase. Cam Carlson causing problems there, hustling. And it's fired back down to Holly. Holly, just out of Collins' reach. Collins going to go into the zone. Knutson tries to pick that off, and it comes back the other way. Holly backing up. Waffled aside. Brigman picks it up, chips it out to Collins. Collins picks it up, hit a snowdrift, comes back the other way. Holly carries. Holly looks to get it up to Knutson. Knutson carries it across. Knutson picks it up, and it's going to be offside. Go right around one. Here comes back the other way. Collins knocks it out of the hand and out of the zone. Back the other way. Knutson battling far side. Knutson back to Ganeri. Ganeri carries. Ganeri chips it up, tries to get it up to Knutson, hits that snowdrift once again. Fired back in by the Jaguars. Ganeri tries to get it up to Brigman. Back to Stevens. Stevens loses control. Brought off front. And it's down deep. Back to the point. Long shot. Kept. Stevens. Big save by Golrap. Here comes Stevens. Stevens is going to carry it up. Turned over. Back the other way. Collins, block shot. Here comes up to Knutson. Knutson's going to carry it across the line. Knutson cuts across the green, fires a shot, hits the corner, and here comes John Shoy. Kept in by Holly. Holly fires it down deep. Here's Esslinger. Esslinger's on the chase. Telejohn battles down deep. John Shoy, Esslinger. And it comes back the other way. John Shoy strips the puck. She's going to strip it on through. And here comes Kate John Shoy. Kate John Shoy tries to get it over to Telejohn. Gets tipped back and comes back the other way. Through neutral, far side. Carries across the line, long shot. Gobbled up by Golrap. Shinnick chips it back up front. Long shot, tipped aside. Stevens battles. And Gallwrap smothers it for another face-off deep in the Sabres zone. 10:41 left in the second period. 2-1 game. Shakopee's up. Shots are 10-9. Shakopee's advantage. And here comes Shinnick. Shinnick carries it through. Hits that snowdrift again. And kept in by Stevens. And it comes back out to Ganeri. Ganeri throws it over to Stevens. Stevens controls. Stevens carries up near side. Stevens up to Carlson. Carlson carries it in. Carlson looking for somebody. Tries to thread the needle with Shinnick. And that shot's wide by Ganeri. Ganeri drops it down low. Pressure. And it comes back the other way. Here comes Wedman. Wedman up to Carlson. Carlson can't handle. Wedman following it up. Comes back the other way. Carlson takes a whack at it. Collins comes in, chases, gets knocked to the ground, and he comes back the other way. A lot of Shakopee players there. Stevens, long shot, glove save by Gallwrap. In. Sweeps it around to Knutson. Knutson's going to battle on the far side. Comes back the other way. Here comes Holly. Holly looks to get it up to Brigman. Brigman up to Collins. Just out of her reach. And it comes forcing back the other way. Passes. Pressure. Oh, big helmet save there. To the point and gobbled up by Gallwrap. A lot of confusion there with the Shakopee players, and they're going to go on a line change. Anand around to Esslinger. Esslinger tries to chip it pass through. Comes back out, and that's Holly grabs it, tries to get it up to Nelson. Nelson battles near side, dropped in deep. Holly battles down, and there's John Shoy to help out. John Shoy battles. Up, and that puck comes out. Esslinger pressures. Picked up by Anand. Anand has room. Anand carries it in, walks around the defenseman. Has control. Throws it out to Esslinger. Esslinger over to Nelson. Nelson's going to go play. John Shoy looks for pressure. John Shoy gains control, fires, stopped by the D. Ganeri comes back to play. Ganeri looking to Stevens. Ganeri picks up the loose puck up to Esslinger and just out of her reach. Off Nelson's skate, back to the D. Nelson's going to stick with it. Nelson's just going to drop it down low and look for a change. And it's coming back the other way. Wedman. Ganeri, poke check. Ganeri gets checked, no call. Wedman looks to pressure, and it comes all the way back down. Stevens on the chase. Stevens picks the loose puck up, goes behind the net, gets it up to Telejohn, inner skates. Telejohn picks up. And there's Shinnick. Shinnick looking to join the party. Back to Stevens. Stevens looking to control, drops it in. And it comes back the other way. Oh, big save by Ball Wrap. Stood it around, slid over. Big pad save. Canary chips it up to Stevens. Stevens carries through. Stevens. Shinnick. Shinnick's going to carry it across. Shinnick, long shot. Off the blocker. Oh! Almost bounced in. Collins causes problems. Here comes Knutson. Knutson tries to get in. And back the other way. That's going to be ice. Good pressure here by the Sabers front end. And it's going to come back down deep into the Jaguar zone. Jaguars are up 13-11 shot. 5:37 left in the second. Collins back to Holly. Holly, long shot, tipped aside by Brigman. Back the other way, Holly picks up. Good back check there by Knutson and Collins. Brigman. Holly. Holly's going to carry it up.
Go!
And that's going to be offsides. Collins over to Brigman. Stevens. Ganeri looks for Brigman. Brigman's going to carry it through. Brigman carries it in, drops it down, and goes and chases. Knutson turns it back. Knutson battles on the near side. Knutson drops it back. Knutson tried to get it on net there. She was looking for somebody to pass it to. And back goes Stevens. Stevens up to John Choi. John Choi tries to trip it through. And here comes Carlson. Nelson looks the pressure. Canary going to push it to the outside. And it goes deep into the zone. Carlson chips it on, and she's on a foot race. Not going to have enough to get to the ice. And here comes the Jaguars back the other way. Holly. Oh, big save. And a rebound, and that's going to go in the net. And it's a tie game.
Tying it up 2-2.
Shots 13-13, score 2-2. Second very
You need to look at a lot better in the second. They're really carrying play.
Wedman on the face-off, back to Annis. Gets it up to Telejohn, gets through a reach. Here comes Telejohn. Shinnick controls. Shinnick throws it in, goes and chases. Here comes the Jaguars, back the other way. Long shot, just wide. Shinnick looking the pressure on the point. Drop down deep. Here comes Anna behind the net. Telejohn couldn't get a piece of it. Back Back through, there comes Anand. Lifts the stick, grabs control. Up to Telejohn. Telejohn looks to just throw it up the board with Shinnick on the chase. Shinnick battling. Here comes Telejohn, picks it up. Telejohn tries to get it over to Wedman, and she was tied up. Long shot, wide. Ganeri. Long shot, stick to side. Ganeri's going to go back. Ganeri throws it out. Here comes Brigman. Brigman has numbers. Looks to bring it in. Long shot, waffle to side. Brigman down through. Knutson gains control. Knutson back the other way. Knutson looks to bring it out front, take a shot. And it's back the other way. Long shot. Oh, another big save. Here comes Collins. Collins going to just fork it out and battles on the near side. Collins battles with it, stays with it. Shot back through over Stevens. Here comes Ganeri. Ganeri turns it back the other way. And it's fired back in. Stevens going to pick up, minute 25. Stevens steps up. Collins takes the puck. Stop Collins. Shakopee is going to go on a change.
1 minute remaining in the second period.
Here comes Ganeri. Ganeri has control for a second. Looked like she got held up, and it goes back the other way.
Gotta help! Gotta help!
And it's going to be nice.
Defensive zone draw with 51 seconds left in period 2.
Jaguars are now up about 17.
Wow, good poke check there by Holly. 42 seconds. Holly up to John Choi. John Choi tries to get it up to Carlson. Carlson carries it across the line. Carlson carries it deep. Carlson looked to get it out to Esslinger, then kept in by Anand. Carlson battling down low, picked up by John Choi. John Choi, Esslinger, and didn't get all the mustard on that one, and it goes back down for nice.
Shakopee held it in and had somebody sitting all alone in front and just whipped on the shot of it.
Wedman on the face-off. Back to Shinnick. Shinnick back to Wedman. Wedman walks it in. Wedman just got tipped and went wide. Back. Stevens fires one on and gets one in. And Shinnick was there for the rebound. We're going to take an intermission here. And we'll be back.
Scoring somewhere else 1 goal.
working. All right, we're back on. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. On it. Up to Bergman. Collins just over a stick. And it comes back all the way down. Here comes Anand. Anand's going to walk in. Top. Collins almost got a good tip on it. Back to Knudsen. Knudsen fires it wide. And here comes Anand. Anand's going to hold it in. Gets knocked out and comes back the other way. Ganeri going to turn it back. Ganeri forces it up the boards. Back to the point. Long shot. Tipped aside by Gallrad.
Let's go! Let's go!
Ganeri fires it. And it's going to be ice.
Yes.
We got a 2-2 game. 19 shots, 14. The Jaguars. Holly battles near side corner. Wedman looking to help out. Chip through. Picked up by Shinnick. Shinnick throws it over to Nelson. And it's going to go back through the zone, just out of the reach of Nelson. Shinnick battling down low. Shinnick turns it back the other way. And it comes back with the Jaguars. Carlson is back, and it's picked up by Wedman. Wedman looks to carry it in. Wedman drops it down deep, fires it around. Here comes Telejohn. Telejohn kept in by Carlson. Esslinger tries to keep it in. Couldn't get it to stay. Brought in by Ganeri. Ganeri takes it to the corner, looks out front, turns it back the other way. Telejohn took a whack at it, and it's kept in by Anand. Anand over to Esslinger. Esslinger, a little hot to handle, and it comes back through. Ganeri chips it up to Esslinger, and it's kept in with John Choi coming on the back end. John Choi. Anand forks it up. John Choi tries to get it pushed through, and it's held in. Anand. And it comes all the way through. Cycled back. John Choi. Esslinger. Walked in, fired off the face mask to Gallrad. Anand. Kept in. Anand's going to stop it. Fired wide. Here comes Esslinger. Esslinger's going to drop it in, and it's going to fire it around. Bergman over the top. Collins picks it up. Collins back to Holly. Holly, long shot. Fired off the shoulder pad. Here comes Knudsen. Knudsen gets rubbed off the puck, and Bergman on the top. Here comes back the other way. Carlson battles down deep. Here comes Knutson. Knutson turns back the other way. Carlson, long shot, waffle aside. Shakopee. Back in Shakopee. Shakopee's lost a little luster here. Long shot. Kicked aside by Carlson. Wigman. Wedman takes a while. Centered. Kicked aside. Back to the point. Long shot. Steered aside by Golrap. That's her 22nd shot of the game. And Knutson fires it out. Oh, Brigman had a chance there, but she's been on the ice for a while and looking for a change. Picked up by Wedman. Wedman's going to circle the net. She's going to carry it on through. It gets tipped, and she comes back to retrieve. Fired up. She was looking for Shinnick, and it's going to go down for an ice.
Go Sabers!
Back to the point. Picked off there by Nelson. Nelson's going to pressure. Off the board. Up to Nelson. Just out of her reach. Onen. Big save, Golrap through traffic. John Choi won the face-off, back to Onen. Onen looking for outlet. Esslinger comes out of the zone. John Choi on the chase. Long shot, steered aside by Golrap. Back to the point. D. Long shot. Hit the Jefferson player and comes to the corner. John Choi on the chase. Picked off by Ganeri. Ganeri looks to just get it out of the zone. Is turned back by Jefferson. Onen look to get it up to Esslinger, and it's going to be an ice. Coming all the way down, back in the Shakopee zone. Picked up by Holly. Holly goes around the net. Holly turns it back. Holly up to Knutson. Knutson chips it on through. Chip. Knutson has numbers. Knutson. Shot. Tipped wide. Brigman. Back to the point. Kept in by Cam. Carlson. Collins tries to keep it in behind the net. Collins back out. And it comes out. Long shot. Tip. Back out front. And there's going to be a penalty. Cam Carlson got tripped up on the play with a cross check. And it's going to come all the way back down into the Jaguar zone. They're just standing still. No cycle. fired all the way around. Gonna be kept in by Anand. Anand just drops it down to Wedman, out of reach. And Jefferson's gonna just fire it all the way down. Wedman up to Nelson. Nelson carries it into the zone. Nelson, long shot, looking for Shinnick on the rebound. And it's fired all the way down off a glove, and it's going to go back.
Let's go, Sabers. Pick it up. Let's go.
Collins, Brigman, back to Carlson. Carlson forks it up to Knutson. Knutson, long shot, tip. Kept in by Shakopee for a second, and it's going to be mustered all the way down. Picked up by Anand. Anand, look far side, Brigman. Fezzes on through, comes through the neutral, walks it in, and just fires it around.
On it!
Back, Anand. Anand. And it's going to be thrown all the way down, and there's 26 seconds left on the power play. Anand gets pinched, and it's going to be pushed aside by Gulrap. Knutson just out of her reach. Cam Carlson behind the net, looking to come out.
Jefferson,
And it's going to be full strength here. Picked up by John Schreidt. John Schreidt. Centered by Brigman. John Schreidt looks to come in. Esslinger controls. Pushed off the puck and dropped down deep by Ollie. John Schreidt holds it in. Back out to Telejohn. Telejohn took a whack at it. It's going to be thrown all the way down for nice. Ganeri comes in. Esslinger coming back on the back check. Fired, tipped aside there by Gulrap. Telejohn. John Schreidt loses control, and it's back the other way. Here comes Ganeri. Ganeri's going to carry it up the ice. Telejohn looks to dump it in, hits Ganeri, and it's turned back onto neutral. Here comes Nelson. Nelson's going to carry it in. Nelson pulls it back. It's knocked off the puck. And it's going to be centered to Shinnick. Takes a pad shot, drops it down. Shinnick in the corner. And Ganeri keeps it in. Ganeri, and it's going to be forced out. Wedman, 2 minutes, a little bit over 2 minutes. Wedman's going to carry it in. Wedman walks it through. Wedman walks it through. Shinnick on the doorstep. Here comes Knudsen. Knudsen comes in hard. And here it comes back the other way. Here comes Carlson. 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 Shot there by Brigman. Collins brings it back to Carlson. Carlson out of her reach. Comes back. Holly. Holly has control. Holly looks to bring it up to Knudsen. Knudsen. Near side. Knudsen to Brigman. Brigman. Back to Brigman. Collins plays down deep. Back to Carlson. Carlson back. Can't get it through. A lot of traffic in front of the net. And it's coming out. Holly. Minute 10 left on the play. Minute 10. Collins picks it up. Collins up to Knudsen. Knudsen walks it in. Knudsen had numbers. Coming back the other way. Collins holds it in. Here comes Carlson. Carlson loses control, and it comes Kate John Choi. Bumps her player off the puck. And Holly, 48 seconds left. Knudsen tries to get it out, and it turned back the other way. Holly forks it around. And it's back to the point. Long shot, just wide. Carlson. Long shot. Oh! Jaguar on the goal mouth with 16 seconds left. Shakopee looking to eat some time up here. And it's in the skates of John Choi. And they're going to get it off to Brigman. Brigman, 5 seconds left. Brigman, long shot. Gets hit, and no penalty on that one.
6:18.
We're going to do a 5-minute OT.
We got 5 minutes of OT here to see who can win this one. 26 shots to 19 shots. Jaguars up.
Summary of the third period. No scoring. One by the penalty of the Jaguars. Number 44 making the home protection or cross check. And the penalty was 8:39. For goaltenders. For the Sabers, go Gary Nolan. 9 saves in that period. A game total of 24. For the Jaguars, go Ada Bird. 5 saves in 30 game total, 17.
I wonder why that thing.
Jaguars.
It was kind of fun.
I don't know, yeah.
I think the ref indicating it's going to be a 5-minute running time.
That should have been
Oh, no, it's not that many whistles.
Here we go. Grab your popcorn and pop.
Our overtime period will be running time.
I forget you can do it.
Decided by extremely late goals and then
Shinnick's on that side.
Players on each side. And locker rooms are tonight's party right there. Just by the looks of it, Shakopee has quite a
All right, sudden death. We got 5 minutes of running time. put this like right in the middle.
So Bloomington. Bloomington 6 on forever here.
Yeah, we got one player on the bench here at and it goes all the way deep. On in. Back to the point. Knutson. All right, that's Brigman on the chase. And it comes back the other way. Brigman just off her stick, and it's going to go in deep. Shakopee on the change. Their D's on a change, and it comes back. Knutson stays with it. Knutson drops it down deep. Collins on the chase. Collins chips it over to Brigman. Brigman back to the point. Carlson comes back the other way. Knutson drops it in deep and looks for a change. They only got one player on the bench. If you can see it over there for the Jaguars, and they could get tired. Shakopee just needs to roll the lines pretty quick here and keep them on their toes. Here comes back the other way. That's the penalty, and that's going to, and Carlson gets dumped to the ground, and it comes back the other way. That's fair. Here comes Kate John Choi. And it's going to be a penalty. And they better hurry up because it's run time.
Go! Hurry up!
Shakopee's going to get a penalty here. Wedman back on in, over to Nelson. Nelson cycles around, dropped it down low by Cam Carlson. Wedman controls. Wedman looking out front. Wedman cycling back. Wedman turns around, fires it, looks for a rebound for Nelson. Wedman walks in. Wedman shoots. Wedman scores! Eddie Wedman with the game winner. She got her own rebound, and Shakopee wins the game 3-2. That'll do it. JV over the Jaguars. 3-2.